one of the most polluted places on planet Earth. And just a short distance away, you would see a lot of burning appliances or e-waste, human excrement and rubbish forming heaps for as far as the eyes can see. This is Old Fadama, and the story we're about to tell is actually nothing new. Year in, year out, we see the situation in terms of sanitation and flooding. The question is, how and when will this be resolved? Only time will tell. Well, here's a member of the community who is going to share with us the plight of those here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's your name?
I'm Lizzie Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, how long have you been here?
Oh, let's say about 5 months going now. Yeah, 5 months.
And what do you do?
I just do mobile money just here.
Okay, so in these 5 months that you've been here, of course, there is the sanitation situation and when it rains as well. I'd like you to share with us, what do you think about the sanitation situation here?
Although, like, the environment is not good at all. As for me, since the day I came here, it's like, it has not rained here before, but when it's drizzling crowded, it's not easy. You will not like the environment. It's very, very, very dirty and nasty. But I've not seen, like, let's say it has rained heavy before. For just drizzling, for the drizzling cry is not easy. So I'm just imagining the day that it will rain in Ankasa. But I'm praying to God that it shouldn't rain here because I don't like the way the environment is. The environment, just drizzling, is very nasty.
So tell us, you're saying it's nasty. When it drizzles, what happens?
The smells raises and all the places full up of water, a lot of water. So I'm praying to God that it shouldn't rain here. I just like the drizzling. The drizzling crowd we don't like, but we don't have anything to do about it, so we will take it that way.
If you could speak to those who can do something about the situation, what would you say to them?
Oh, really, like, I would like them, I mean, I don't know what they'll do about it, but like, if they can bring some sand to fill up these places, it will be cool for us because the environment is not good. As for water matters there, it's really, really, really bad here.
I also see some people who burn e-waste. They'll be burning a lot of, home appliances, computers, and the rest. What do you think about that? I mean, it also creates pollution. What do you think?
Yes, that is it. But these people, when you tell them, Charlie, they can beat you. And every day they do that. Every day they do that. Every day they burn something here. And those people, if you tell them, they will not listen to you. So we have to tell some people if some people can help us. If they can help us to do something about it, that they should see us. Because this is very bad.
Well, here's another community resident who's going to be sharing her story. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Grace Akosia Baba.
Grace Akosia Baba. From where did you come to this place?
I'm from Saboba, Northern Region.
Saboba in the Northern Region. So what exactly are you doing here?
I'm here learning works in trades.
For how long?
About 2 months now, but I live here for 1 year now.
For about a year. Yes. What do you think about the sanitation situation and when it rains as well? I mean, how does this place get like? Let's start with sanitation. What do you think about it?
Here, there, in fact, when it rains there, it's not fair at all. Especially when you look at the boiler, it's not fair. We are here eating and the boiler is around us. We are here, let me say about the boiler, we'll get more sickness. So I'm pleading that if the government can help us with the boiler, the first place, the boiler, the government should do something about it. That is what I want to say about it.
Okay, but we also know that it is the same members of the community, some of them. Not all of the rubbish dumped here is made or, brought by members of the community. How about those among you who are also contributing to this? What do you think?
Yeah, it's not only me. I hope more of them, they don't like how here it is. So we are pleading that the government to help us to do something about that area here.
And how about the rain? I hear it doesn't rain too heavily here. But when it does rain or drizzle, what does the Koli become like?
Oh, here when it rain heavy, let me say about the quality, the water will come around this area. And
right around here?
Yes. When it rains heavily, the water will come around this area, and the distance, especially the road, you cannot walk. The road will make some style. So
now, looking at this community, we see the heaps of rubbish and everything. What are the major problems you are facing here?
Well, in Ghana here, that is why we say freedom and justice. But now we have freedom without justice. Freedom is working without justice. If justice is working, this must not be here. They must come and declare everything, to demolish everything there, to spread the rubbish and let that place make neat. But we have nothing to say. Most of our community elders, when you say this and they see or they hear say you say something like that, they'll complain. And
which is why some of you don't even want your faces to show.
Thank you. So we don't want to do good details into that.
But it's a problem.
It's a problem. It's a very big problem for us. We have nothing to say.
What happens when it rains?
And actually, when this before this one come and started here, rain didn't fall like first time. But if rain comes down small, we must hear some smelling that, which is not advisable for human being to be hearing that things. And we have nothing to say because I've already drawn your attention that one day, when you say it, something will happen to you.
What will happen to you? Will you be evicted, ejected from here?
Yes, there will be, maybe. Anything can happen at any time, even from now.
So in other words, you are facing problems, but you dare not talk about the problem.
We can't talk.
Thank you for sharing your story, your plight with us.
Bola na samna omubaba bisa ne ho asam anakware saade ne de enye ya ka si omunja sa ne manu de omuye no ho anu ya kasa tambia motoki yankwa no mudi bola sino ade ababa sa nti aban wonhwe ana meyo wamba hwe no omunja sa ne manu ha adwin domin tu gola guwa hani de fata kura nti wamba kasa no mun break sade na kura nya de haye pa nya de e fata se mun yesa ni manu wa hasi because mi pa kwada o hampene foso wa ha nti do mun yani de fata wamba kasa no mun ja sade no mun ya hasi no
nti bola no mutu go han eya ebinomo emamo yare na asefo emamo yare
ma yare ndi nyina yare anya ya kura ne ba kase yare obia hun kura yare nti anya de fata se bola ne ba hakura nti aban hwe no mun ja sade no
nti ne twa to kra no o kase bola na yare na nsuo tonso a ehamo wa ha
ana kware den so to a etimi fa gota no ko ne mo sebu tiedo mutu gona bola no gwa hande de batimama ne so ne bahaye nti o munja sade no o munja ya so ne batima haya.
As we continue highlighting the plight of the members of this community here in Old Fadama, we've got some of their chiefs that we're going to be interacting with. One of them that we're going to be speaking with, he's the mouthpiece. I have here the Gonja chief. There's also Chief Nazo, who is the deputy Dagomba chief. And then there is Akusaba, who is the ever chief in this community. He also is the secretary for the chiefs. Akusaba will be speaking for the team. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. Now, looking at this community, this wouldn't be the first time that we've come in here. What are the problematic areas in this community that you would like to highlight this afternoon?
You know, once again, we welcome you people. You have been here several times. And in this community, we have a large number of people. And then, you know, our structures over here is so much that we cannot even to contain our people. So there's a dialogue between we and the Accra Mayor. We have been fighting with the leaders in the community. We have been fighting how we can manage so that the Korle Lagoon, we can protect the Korle Lagoon. So there's a dialogue between we and the Accra Mayor so that how we can do, so that we can give some space behind the Kole Lagoon, so that if they can, some people they can use the truck to pass to drill the lagoon. So last 3 weeks ago, we sat down, then we took a measurement. In fact, we took 20 feet, 30, and then 50. So after that, we, the leaders, we sat down again so that we choose one of these measurements. So that we sit down with the mayor, so that we choose one, so that we can give some space, so that we give way to the government so that they can drill the lagoon.
And so far, what has been the outcome?
Now, our attention has been drawn that the mayor, now they are going to some process to president to name the new mayor. So we are waiting now. And then last week we heard that our mayor lost his wife. May her soul rest in perfect peace. So due to that, that we sustained our plans little. So I hope for about the next 2 weeks, I think we can start something.
Now, when you take a look at the Kole, it's more like a river filled with rubbish. It's like sludge flowing. It's been here for a long time. How do we deal with that problem?
Yeah, as you asked, you know, the Kole Lagoon started from, even if the rain started from Obri, all this rubbish and then this type of bola didn't start from our community. It started from somewhere. But we, the leaders in the community, we protect the Kole Lagoon so that we can manage, so that if there is time for rain season, we cannot have a rain problem, so that we cannot get a river to enter our structures. So we start that. So by doing that, that's why we sit down with the mayor, so that we need to give some space so that they can be drilling the Kole Lagoon. And then, much again, they say we need to plant some trees so that from there, nobody can cross that measurement, so that from there, if there's some green grass can be, so that I think the Kole can be protected. And then here again, we, the leaders, and then the members in the community, and then the whole Ghanaians, we need to even protect ourselves. You know, we are not obey our rules and then the regulations. Sometimes somebody will touch bola, and then they will dump inside the Kole Lagoon. And the Kole Lagoon is not a bola. So we need, the river need to flow. If the river flow, you know, I will not remember Ghanaians, but you know, June 3rd, what happened? Because of these things, a lot of Ghanaians lost their lives. So we are begging. We are in the community. Though people will think we are in the community, we are poor, or there's no education, so we are not hygienic. You know, this community develops a lot of people. Even we develop people from this community, they are MP. Even some are soldiers, and we have doctors from this community. So we are not people just like that. So we have the leaders who they are fighting more. So we need support. We need support. You know, we don't deal with politics. We don't deal with politics. So we are begging. Anytime we are coming to start this thing, we don't need any politician inside this our business. We need space so that the Kole they can drill the Kole, then Kole can flow. So that we help the mayor to, so that the mayor to achieve his dream.
Okay, now there's also the problem of community members dumping rubbish. If you look right behind us, you can see what is behind us. There's also those who use the moto, you know, the abubuyas and the rest, also taking that rubbish from other places and dumping them here. How do you plan on dealing with that as leadership in this community?
Yeah, we'll put that before our mayor, and he promised that they are going to give us a container, so that from that time, nobody will don't dump any bola outside the or behind the Kole Lagoon again. All the bola will be dumped inside the container, so that the truck will come and then. Because even I told him that if it's possible, the community is a large community. So if you can get our own vehicle, who can be taking the bola away, so that not that the bola will fill up, you will be waiting for the AMA to come for it. That thing is taking much, because the community is a huge community. So if they can give us our truck, so that we, the community leaders, we can manage it. Immediately the container is full up, we order, so that they send it away.
Right, and maybe to wrap, Do you feel neglected as a community? We've spoken to a few people who, like you said, it's not that you are not part of society. So what is going on is very disturbing. Do you feel neglected?
I'm a human being, of course. You know, whenever here I am, and I'm in this community, if you meet me inside Accra, if I told you that I'm from this community, you will not believe it. And so if I see these things like this, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So we are fighting so that we can protect the Korle Lagoon and then the nation as well. So this job is not be done for one person alone. Even our people, they need to help us. So both the women, the boys, those who have been dumping the bola inside the lagoon, they need to stop it. So we are fighting more. So as a human being I am regretted how we stay and then this thing is happening. But we are fighting at inshallah in the name of Almighty God. I know if we share our days together and if the government respect we inside this community, that there's a leaders in this community, if they give them the power and they can use the power to protect the Korle Lagoon, inshallah, we can do that. But if they didn't give us the power, you know, they can protect, they give you the power, but they just allowed you, oh, we give you the power. But immediately you move forward, there's a politics. You move forward, there's a politics. And we chiefs too, we didn't involve ourselves in politics. So whatever things is going like that, we need to stay back. So we are appealing to the government. We are 100% stood up that we can fight and protect the community. But we don't need any politician. We didn't need any politician. If they give us the power, then anything we need for us to use to protect the community, they should help us. And inshallah, we will protect the community. And the Korle Lagoon will be seen clean, and the whole Ghana will be happy.
This last bit, and it goes back to some of our engagements with other people. Some didn't even want to speak for fear of victimization, so to speak. There's also talk about breaking some of these, you know, kiosks, what people have built here. And I hear from time to time that happens. I even hear some of them have been marked already. Let's wrap on that point as we conclude. What is the situation? What has been happening? What are your problems in that respect, breaking down your structures?
Yeah, you know, going back to 2015, former Accra Mayor, Old Fadama, I think he did that. And then the man, he did that, and then the measurement that the community gave to our former mayor, he didn't follow our instructions. And a lot of things happened. And then if you are seeing this type of structures over here, one structure, a lot of people sleep is about 10 or 15. So just imagine, if you come out even 5 of them, count the number of people. We are not happy things are going like that. That's why the leadership in the community will sit down. So that we need to sit down with the government so that we give some space. So that the one who former mayor did before, we need to give some another chance so that we take the measurement. Then we give some small way to them so that they can use that one to protect the Korle Lagoon. So as we are asking to remove the people, it's not our happiness. It's very painful. But here again, if we the leaders in the community, we didn't sacrifice to do that, how can we protect the Korle Lagoon? And how the dirty will stop going to the Korle Lagoon? So before Ghana will be Ghana, I think there's 6 people who stand up, sacrifice for Ghana. So we need to sacrifice. So I will use this, your platform, to beg my people too, our children, our wives, that those who will be affected, it's not our happiness, but we need to sacrifice something so that we can protect the community. Then the community will stay forever. Thank you very much.
Chief Akusaba, thank you very much for engaging us. You are the ever chief and also secretary of the chiefs. We also have the deputy Dagomba chief and the Gonja chief here. We're coming to you from, well, Old Fadama, right close to where the Korle flows. And these are some of the problems in the area.